much larger issues, talking about an entire vision for a new Assam. These days, the entire power is centralized in the hands of a few. We're trying to think of ways of decentralizing power schemes, which we're all for welfare schemes, emergency situations. But how do you make the society more progressive? How do you make the current generation of Assam thrive, whether that's in the field of sports or creativity? That's what we're looking at. Contradictory. It shows the broadness of our coalition. Our coalition is of 6 parties, not of 3 parties. It is a coalition of a party which speaks for the tribal interests of the people living in the tribal districts and the tribal hill districts of Assam. In this election, a Congress candidate, Sunil Chetri, was beaten up. You saw a female candidate in Jalokbari was being attacked. So this is the kind of politics.
Assam elections 2026, we are on a campaign trail and we are in Mr. Gaurav Gogoi's residence. We've come here to interview Mr. Gaurav Gogoi, who is the Congress Chief Ministerial candidate leading a coalition of 6 parties. This is in Jorhat and it's been a good interview with other people on the road, everywhere else. Let's get to hear what Mr. Gogoi has to say about his campaign and Congress's strategy in this elections. Just very few questions. You're a busy man in all the campaigns and congratulations, it's a lovely campaign. There's a nuance, everyone's getting into the thinking that it's going to be different. So on that, taking a thread from there, how different is your campaign going to be and why do you think it is different from the previous election in 2021?
Well, we're talking about much larger issues. Talking about an entire vision for a new Assam, where we want Assam to be, follow the politics of which are much more progressive. These days, the entire power is centralized in the hands of a few. We're trying to think of ways of decentralizing power and making the state less powerful and making the people more powerful. Whereas here, there's the one-man rule or the strong-man rule as practiced by Prime Minister Modi. Second thing, we're really trying to make people more productive. There's a tendency now to give people welfare schemes, which we're all for welfare schemes, emergency situations. But how do you make the society more progressive? How do you make the current generation of Assam thrive, whether that's in the field of sports or creativity? That's what we're looking at. And thirdly, we're trying to bring back civility in our political discourse. We might be political opponents, but that doesn't mean we have to be uncivil and speak language which is coarse. So that is what Assam represents for me: civility, a sense of fearlessness, and a sense of progressiveness. And that's what we're bringing to our campaign.
So here, if I could just tell you, yesterday I was at another campaign, Mr. Gaurav Gogoi's campaign, and he said we are 3 Gogois in the coalition, you, Lorenjoti and himself. And he said we together will throw Mr. Hemanta Biswa Sarma into the Brahmaputra and get him washed away. So that is the language he was using. And and together with that, he was also talking about a lot of welfare schemes. That we'll give you this, we'll give you that, we will give you 80,000 for this, 50,000 for this. But this again is like the old wine in the new bottle, but you said that this is what you don't want. But it's really contradictory there.
No, it is not contradictory. It shows the broadness of our coalition. Our coalition is of 6 parties, not of 3 parties. It is a coalition of a party which speaks for the tribal interests of the people living in the tribal districts and the tribal hill districts of Assam. It is a coalition which includes the leftist ideology. It includes the ideologies of Gaurav Gogoi's party, which has emerged from a farmers' movement. It includes the politics of regionalism as practiced by Lorenjoti Gogoi and the Assam Jati Parishad, and the politics of progressive nationalism, which is the Congress party, as now is being led by Mallikarjun Kharge and Rahulji. So it's a rainbow coalition of ideas which all complement each other. Congress, being the largest party, will have a larger imprint on the future government, and that's why I think it's very necessary that we have a broad, diverse coalition, so we understand the different sections of the Assamese society and what they need.
But all right, but do you believe in this, what she said, the 3 Gogois throwing out Mr. Hemanta Biswa Sarma, throwing out in a different sense, but to be saying that we will wash him in the Brahmaputra and things like that, does that really send the right message out that you would like the people to
Well, Himanta Biswa Sharma has acted like a big bully to the people of Assam. Journalists have been sent to jail, people have been denied their government benefits because they criticize. Now there's an atmosphere of fear. That people are fearful of speaking out against this government. So there is a fascist dictatorial mindset and a huge arrogance in the leadership, and people are afraid to go to the police, or they know that they will not get justice. I think sometimes when you have such kind of people leading or terrorizing the people, and people get numbed into a state of inaction, I think you need strong words to jolt them back and remind them of their own power.
But Mr. Gogoi, he's been the man who's been able to take away a lot of your leaders and stalwarts, like Mr. Pradip Borderlens, who's been there with the party, a loyalist. Everybody knows him as a Congress loyalist. Then Mr. Bhupen Bora, your chief, the Pradesh chief. Both are in BJP, and there were a number of other MLAs and members that have joined. Is that a setback for the Congress in any way?
What you've not counted is the number of high-profile exits from the BJP ever since Himanta Biswa Sharma has become the chief minister. A former minister of the union government, MOS Railways, Rajin Gogoi, has left. Most recently, a tribal lady from Dimaha South, Nandita Carlosa, has left. How many people feel suffocated within the BJP because all the veteran BJP loyalists, RS loyalists, don't find themselves having any respect. The entire BJP is dominated by Himanta Biswa Sharma, who jumped from Congress to BJP, and are dominated by those like Himanta Biswa Sharma who've jumped from Congress to BJP. There's no space for veteran BJP, hardcore BJP people within the BJP themselves. What you've also not counted is the number of people who've joined the Congress party. In December, close to 10,000 people joined the Congress party. And if you look at a candidate list, we've put a lot more young people, many people who are contesting elections for the first time, 13 women, many people below the age of 40. So there's a vibrancy. And I always said that for a new Assam, you would need a new Congress.
But aren't you unhappy with the fact that Mr. Borderlens and people like him have left the party? They were close to you at one point of time. And definitely in 2021, when I was covering the election, I went and interviewed Mr. Borderlens, and the kind of praises he showered on you personally. And today it seems all different.
Well, Mr. Pradip Borderlens' decision is his personal decision. In this particular election, we were promoting his son as a future MLA. His son had got a ticket, but now because of this decision, it has impacted his son's own campaign in that seat. So therefore, it is his personal decision. As I feel, as a party, I think, and what the response has been from the public response has been very positive, and I think that's what I'm mainly focused on.
All right, the last two questions, very quick last two questions. One is about the accusation that the Congress has faced from the BJP. They've been constantly saying that the Congress is responsible for providing shelter to infiltrators, and that the BJP and the NDA has been throwing out infiltrators, which is a concern for Assam. Infiltration has been an issue for which we've had the Assam agitation and where we are now. What is your take on that? As a leader and you're the deputy leader of the Lok Sabha who's also been asked this question.
It's a serious issue, and Congress party has done more than the BJP to address this issue. More number of people who have entered India illegally from Bangladesh were deported during the UPA tenure under Dr. Manmohan Singh than under Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The more fencing was done on the border of India and Bangladesh during Dr. Manmohan Singh's tenure than this tenure. The Congress party in Assam, under the leadership of Dr. Manmohan Singh, late Dr. Manmohan Singh, started the process of updating the National Register of Citizens, something that is left incomplete during Narendra Modi's time.
So sorry, interjecting you, will you, if you become the chief minister, will you start the process of the NRC?
We want to issue a foolproof NRC, no doubt. Why did we started the exercise.
Your father was one of the stalwarts.
Yes, and because this is updating the National Register of Citizens, the entire Government of India machinery, right from Registrar General of India office, right to the Prime Minister's office was involved, and the way the exercise was done was in consultation with all the major stakeholders of Assam at that point of time. And now that project, so many crores of money has been spent Why is the BJP not taking up that exercise? Only because the BJP don't want to address the issue of infiltration. They want a porous border because their leaders are involved in smuggling across the border, whether that is of cow, whether that is of coal, whether that is of bitternut, whether that is of drugs. Look at what is happening in Manipur. Look at what is happening in other parts of the northeast. They want the porous border for them to thrive on the money that is gained from these illegal mafia activities.
So you're saying a new look Congress, a lot of things rests on your shoulders because you are here and you are the chief ministerial candidate of the coalition. Everybody is talking about you in the coalition. Yesterday at the rally also they projected you, as in people seem to be pretty happy, at least in the rally, of your supporters. What are the expectations that you have on yourself if you become the chief minister of Assam?
It's not about my expectations of myself. What I want to see for the people of Assam, that they once again become fearless. Like late Zubin said, that be fearless, be proud. And today, while people are proud, I think they are fearful. And I think what I want to see...
So why are they fearful, if I can ask?
I said that earlier because of the chief minister, Himanta Biswa Sharma.
Are you squarely blaming him for this?
His home department, his police, his goons, the way they come up in this election. A Congress candidate, Sunil Chetty, was beaten up. You saw a female candidate in Jalukbari was being attacked. So this is the kind of politics, of course, and why would not it be? Those who are linked with different mafia activities, if political power goes to them, the level of politics, the quality of politics, the quality of law and order, the quality of health and education will all suffer. And what I want to see is not my personal expectations of myself, but I want to see an Assam which is free from these problems.